in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the BYU Cougars. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ross. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Utah Utes offense will go on the attack first. The last time they renewed this rivalry, BYU was on a mission and destroyed the Utes.
Destroyed the Utes. They put it all together. They won the rivalry day, and Utah, Jesse, had to live with that fact for a whole year.
And it really benefited BYU in the recruiting trail, too, because these two programs recruit the same athletes each and every season. So that's why this game, I think, is so much bigger for them to try and build on that momentum on the recruiting trail. Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Thomas looking to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Now on the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So BYU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him in so many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. The give to the left side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Cougars.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Ross. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gives it on the option. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself, estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the Holy War between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Thomas back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. It's a fumble! And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Utes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet, and they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
One of the things I love about these misdirection type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around.
There he goes.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football game.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Dan, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Thomas looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Utes decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Perry. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking for room, it's Martin. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. BYU has this offense clicking. He'll pull it on the read. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He might want another play. The play action fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Sam Houston. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Thomas back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Leaves it with the batter. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? It's a draw. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. He wants to change this route. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got him. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. BYU with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Scrambling away. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cougars. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah.
Turning it on! Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Thomas looking to fire. Lets it go. It's complete. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Utes send out the punt unit.
Number 92 in punt formation to kick it away.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. Showing off the arms. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
BYU.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll ride the hot hand. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Gonna run it. It's Martin. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Fires to the wideout. Got a wide-open receiver. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Give him 105 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. On the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. and the route is on.
BYU.
Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. He'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quick handoff. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He slings it deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Utes line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. There he goes. Touchdown, BYU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Shades of the Lavelle Edwards era as BYU is flexing its muscle and building a lead.
Jim McMahon is smiling somewhere. BYU and the explosive plays offensively, that's why they're lighting up this scoreboard.
Yeah, and the Cougars always dominate the line of scrimmage. You could always count on that. But listen, in this matchup with Utah, you usually don't see Utah get dominated up front. BYU bringing that physicality.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking the shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that.
Breaks into the open. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Utes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Thomas back to pass. Working the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
He's looking to pass. Here comes the heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll try the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to...
Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Thomas looking to fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Utes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Now the toss.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Thomas back to pass. They've got the screen set up. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that's a first down.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Coming out